Select group of graduates who have earned the honor of distinction. Graduates of distinction have a perfect 4.0 grade point average and commendation on their comprehensive exam. Will the graduates of distinction please rise? Now it's my pleasure to introduce our 2015 graduate student of distinction, Catie McNulty, who is graduating with a Master of Arts in Special Education. Catie, please come forward.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Just have to give me a moment to find my voice here. Dr. Faragha, deans, distinguished faculty and guests, especially Ms. Judy Smith, families, friends, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2015. This is my daughter, Catie, right? This was my father's response when I told him I was nominated to deliver the Student with Distinction address at this year's graduate commencement. I cannot fault him for his reaction. I finished the first year of my freshman undergrad with a whopping .83 GPA. That's right, not even a 1.0, 8.83.
Woo!
Needless to say, my father's response seemed appropriate. I remember sitting on the front steps of our house and he turned to me and said, "You know, Catie, college isn't for everyone." And being a typical, what I like to think of as strong-headed rather than stubborn Irish woman, that was enough for me to get my act into gear to finish my bachelor's degree. Thanks, Dad. President Barack Obama said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." Looking back, there are a number of things I could have done differently during my freshman year. Studied longer, worked harder, gone to class more often. But I believe the one thing I lacked was passion. We all likely wanted to go to college, but we may have been missing the fire that drives us to want more. I didn't find that passion until I began my graduate studies at the Nathan Weiss Graduate College. Only then did I recognize that not only did I need to change, I wanted to change. I enrolled in Nathan Weiss to take the necessary classes towards obtaining my special education teaching certificate. My intentions were not to pursue a master's degree, but after enrolling, I changed personally and professionally. The professors and teachers that enabled us to be here today have the passion for their discipline, our discipline, and I was inspired by their fire. Their fire that brought a plethora of knowledge and experience to each class. Their fire that could motivate a group of students who were exhausted physically and mentally. Their fire that showed me a level of professionalism, compassion, and understanding following the loss of my mother. Their fire, for which I will always be grateful, because at those times when it would have been perfectly acceptable for me to throw in the towel, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me put out my fire, and likely yours as well. I would like to conclude with a few statements that inspired Mother Teresa, one of the greatest spiritual leaders of our time. People are unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness will make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. What you've spent years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you help them. Help people anyway. If you give the world the best you have, you may get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you've got anyway. Class of 2015, I challenge you with this. What will you do with your fire? Will you continue your studies and use the degree you've earned today to further your education? If so, spark your fire. Will you bring your knowledge to your colleagues and assist them in growing professionally? If so, spark their fire. Will your diligence and success, will your fire be the spark needed in others around you? If so, congratulations and Godspeed.
You have served your class exceptionally well, and I'm pleased to present you with your diploma cover. If we can find it.